Hello YouTube. Well, here we are, back for number 3. Uh, Down here playing in the lava because, with winter coming and everything, it got a little cold, so I thought I would warm up before I started this episode. And the whole reason I can do that is because of this neat little jewel here that has the fire immune. Did that last time, and of course the health regen really helped a lot whenever I went and raided the end, the nether earlier. Haven't been to the end yet. I will eventually though. Anyway, we are going to make some power. Well, make power. I'm going to make the tier 1 solar panel from Environmental Tech. And then also going to make, there it is, a few more capacitors, a few more of the RF tools energy storage units so that I can easily get my power where I need it. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, here, let me show you what I did with my smeltery. Stuck it in the wall. I didn't want it to stick out past this area here, so yeah, I stuck it in the wall, and then I have everything here, and still got all my tabs because everything's touching. Also have hoppers underneath, make it a little more convenient. And did some other nifty little upgrades. Look at this thing. That is ridiculous. Does 19.59. It's crazy. Also upgraded the luck, and of course did that one too. But yeah. And of course with the plus 60 on the bonus speed, the attack is now 2.56, which is awesome. It pretty much one hits anything that's not got armor, and then the other things that are wearing the armor that comes in the mod, it actually helped a lot there too, because now it's, instead of being like 4 or 5 hits, I can usually get most of it in like 2 hits. Which helps a lot. But the really annoying stuff like skeletons and creepers and most zombies, depending on their armor, pretty much one hit and that's it, they're done. So it's nice. Anyway, I've already made a few of the pieces that I needed. Was waiting on this clear glass here, and oh, right, always getting ahead of myself. Need a couple of diamonds. We'll just grab the whole stack because I only got 8 of those. That ought to work. And, oh, well, alright. Would help if I was a little better prepared, but it's okay. There we go. That should be what we need. Yeah, there we go. Now I can make this bad boy, or both of these bad boys. And I already got my cards. All I have to do is this. Now they are linked up to that. If I drop these down here and put a card in there and put a card in there, they are now making power. And we're up to, well, that's kind of interesting. Oh, I am out of power. Where is, oh right, I moved my coal. Alright. There we go. Now that's working. Very nice. Did I, it's not what I wanted. I want to look in the chest. Okay. Alright, that's fine. So I guess it just, yeah, it looks like it finished. Alright, anyway, a little off topic there. Back onto the subject here. Let me go back over here to Enviro. If I spell it right. Anyway. There we go. So I need to make 9 of these. And I should have everything. There we go. Then we're going to make one of these. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Okay. I'll fix that real quick. I'll just do this. Won't take but a second. Need 1, 2, 3. And then this, and this. There we go, because we need that there, put that there. For the solar array, we need 9 solar panels, 16 structure blocks, and then 4 modifier cores. I believe these structure blocks are going to use gold. I was also thinking about making one of the extreme reactors, which I may still do. I'm not sure if I'll do it on camera or not, but that is the 1.10 version of the big reactors from 1.7, and it does seem to be pretty much the same thing, just rebranded for 1.10. And we're going to need 4 of these. There we go. Modifications. Woo. Alright, that's pretty much everything except for the structure blocks. And what color do we want to use? Now I think we're going to go with gray. I like gray. Would do white, but I will do gray. Now I do need to make, well, I don't have to make this similar one, but I was going to, only to make life a little easier. Alright, and I believe it was 16 structure blocks. Yes. Alright. So we'll do this, and then we're going to need one more. Throw all that away. Well, not throw it away, but yeah, you know what I mean. Alright, so here, do I have redstone? I have redstone. And then we'll just click, get our 17, and then we're going to make one of the tier 2. Like so. There you go. And then this doohickey here is just that there. There you go. All done. And that's pretty much it. Maybe that was a little too little. Yeah, so let's go on up there and put this bad boy together. Oh, that's right, I left the ladder up there. Okay, well, I'll just climb up the ladder. It's fine. Let me clear this stuff out of the way. I was actually going to try to make the tier 2, but unfortunately I did not have enough lapis, and I spent a lot of time in the nether mining the nether lapis. I also spent a pretty good amount of time underneath the base here trying to mine lapis, but just didn't have a whole lot of luck finding any, so not much I can do about that. And of course I wanted to get my tools upgraded to their looting and fortune 3, because obvious. That way whenever I found more lapis, I would be able to get more lapis. Alright, so use iron blocks. Do this because that's where we want the solar panels. Don't want them to stick up too high. Let's take these out, because this one is 5 by 5, and then the tier 2 is actually 7 by 7, which means it would fit perfect here. And the tier 2 is 6400 RF a tick, which is more than enough for most things. So this one is what was it, 1150, I believe. I think that was what it was. But this is cool. You just stand here and do. There you go. Look at that. And then all we have to do is put those there. And I am going to set one here, set one here. And I'm going to grab my wrench right there. I believe, yes, it's blue. The reason I do it this way is because I can't stand seeing those stupid little blue squares whenever It's whenever you don't need to. And this way I get the input, like so, without having to worry about the rest of it. Alright, there we go. Okay. Now let me quit bouncing and go down here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the coal out of that, and then I'm going to take that down, and I'm going to take this out and reconfigure this. And let's put it right there. Go in here, none, and then oh, boom, boom. There we go. That will give me my output on the bottom so that I can stick this here. And we should see, there it goes. It is actually charging up. Very nice. Okay. So now, I guess what I should do is probably make another one of those and put it here. That would probably be the ideal thing to do. That also opens up a spot for a machine. Wonder what I could put there. Anyway, let me get this made real quick. Bump, bump, bump. There we go. Go back here to RF Tools. Doot, doot, doot. And that should be all I need. Oh, right. Always forget the gold. 1, 2. I think I got enough of everything else. No, I do not. I think I need more stone. Just grab half a stack. Put the wood up. Wood up, wood up. Wood up. Alright, that should... Iron. Nice. Speaking of, the other thing I was wanting to do was get my storage system upgraded. And I'm thinking that I will go with refined storage. It's also another simple mod to set up. With as little stuff as I have at the moment, I probably don't need a huge amount of more gold, right? Probably don't need a huge amount of storage space. And I'm not really sure where I will put it. I mean, I guess if I do something, I could always tear out the wall to make connections, because I really don't want to remove my wood here, and I do like the look, but that may all change whenever I get it set up. What was I doing? Oh right, I need to make one of these. Wow, burning through the redstone. Yeah, I found me some apatite. That was cool. I found a whole vein of it, and that stuff comes in huge veins. And did the whole vein miner thing on it, and it didn't mine the whole thing up. Thought that was pretty cool. There we go. It's charging. Very nice. Very, very nice. Awesome. Okay, now that we're done with that, let me clean out my inventory and get started on some of the basics here, because I believe I've got to make a controller, which I may make another one of these storage cells. Don't know yet. I might make another storage cell to put behind it, because that's just the easiest. There's no cable, there's no mess, you just have power and it's perfect. The nice thing about the refined storage is though that all the parts, if they're touching each other, they will share power. And as you can see, this is pretty simple stuff. Yeah, very, very simple stuff. And if you hadn't noticed, stocked way up on quartz, so we're good there. Anyway, I'll be back in a few, and we'll get started on that. And we are back. Just waiting on the last few of these basic processors. I've already got these made. stuff isn't too expensive. The only thing that's a little hard, or I say hard, but can be difficult to get, is a silicone. And you can just take clay, and nice thing about the clay is you get most of the clay back, or you get more back. How about that? But you know, however, you can also use sand. Sand will also get you some of those some silicone. Alright, so don't have a drive just yet. I'm about to make one. And you can make the smaller ones if you like. They are very cheap. I mean, there you go. And then just a little bit of glass and some redstone. Boom, you got a drive. I'm going to make 27. The reason I'm going to make 27 is because I want to make a 64K. For one, I've got the materials to make it. And for two, I'll get 25% more storage for making the 64 than, you know, the 16. So, alright, we got all that. And then now we're going to need these very soon. So I can make these. 4, 4, 4. That's not right. What am I missing? I missed something. Oh, redstone. Duh. Man, I'm good at that, ain't I? Alright, let's try that again. 8. Right, we need 9. And there are the 2. Okay, well, I'll make the other one here in a minute. While we wait on these, shouldn't take too long to make them. And, you know, they're relatively simple. It's very similar to the ME system from previous versions of modded Minecraft, so relatively easy stuff to make. There's our 9, then we can do this, and then we can do this. There we go. And 64 storage, there you go. There's your 64K drive, just like that. Pop it in, now you got 64K. And now I can just dump everything in here, just like so. And that's another obstacle down. Here I was worried about this thing taking forever and messing up with my time schedule for the video, and I shouldn't have been worried by the sound of it. Alright, we're not going to put those in there. I think I'm going to do a little bit of remodeling in here. And of course, once I have everything in here, then I can actually demo some of these chests. And, well, I may not demo them. I don't know. I just don't know yet. I might, not going to take everything just yet either. I'm just going to take the stuff I want in there that I really need for crafting and whatnot. And, there we go. Load all that up in there. Grab all that. But, my stuff like this, might take the biofuel. But, the rest of this stuff, all the random loot type junk that I get, I am not going to be putting in there. I will grab those. And yeah, we'll grab that. We'll grab that, that, and that. Gotta grab that, 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 that. The rest of this stuff like that, I'm just not gonna put it in there. I mean, you can, but to me it's more of a hassle to put it in there than it is to leave it out, because it just takes up space, and when you're just starting out, you really don't want to use up all your space that way. Grab all this stuff. The other thing I was planning on is grab the rest of that. I need to work on my base here. Oh, come on. There you go. Because what I want to do is go around, like I said, well, I want to level everything to this level here, 64. And in order to do that, hello, Mr. Skeleton. There you go. Oh, he gave me his skull. Cool. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to do a little bit of terraforming. And then over here, I'm probably just going to do like the normal stair step thing up. And make it look kind of nice. And that way I can build a few more things. Because I would like to build some themed type buildings. And of course, these guys here, they really need a better place. And I've actually thought about maybe setting them up so that they could multiply. That way I'll have a better variety instead of just the two of them. Because don't get me wrong, his trades aren't bad, but 4 emeralds for 1 ender pearl is kind of expensive. And I don't have a place for my farm. This also needs to be moved, and I have actually thought about taking this all the way out to the edge of the chunk where it's loaded and maybe put my farm out there somewhere or over in this chunk. I don't know how much of a farm I really want, because with the Torturino, I mean, you don't need much of a farm. But I would like to have a place that I can grow things if I need to, because we have the flax seeds in this, so you get string from your plants, which is always nice instead of having to chase down spiders all the time, which can be a real pain. We're just gonna chunk all this stuff in here, dump, 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 and we're gonna throw the bow away. And we're going to keep the arrows, because arrows are always nice. And finish moving some of this stuff over. But like I said, you know, if you have suggestions for helping me improve this place, would be greatly appreciated. You could even maybe give me some ideas for buildings to build. Sooner or later, I'm actually going to make it to the end, and I'll kill the dragon. Oh yeah, did I already put that up? I bet you I already put it up. So I have some draconium already. Found this stuff in the end. Of course, once I get to, or not the end, I found this in the nether, but once I get to the end, there'll be a lot more to dig up. And I can go down that route, which is always fun, because there's a lot of cool stuff in that. And there's a bunch of other mods in here that are just a lot of fun. I also want to do, I believe blood magic is in here. Yes, blood magic is in here. I'd like to get blood magic going. I can't help myself. I got to have the demon invasion going, even though it's a huge pain in the butt to set up and everything. I just like having the demon invasion. I think it's so cool. Plus, you know, loot chests, always a bonus. See, this stuff here I may not even put in the system right now. This stuff I will, because most of this can be used for crafting. And that's kind of the idea I'm going for, is the crafting stuff can go in here first. That was the reason why I built the crafting grid. And yeah, so that should work out pretty good. I do need to go, let me see if I can, I think it was around here. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought that there was a water monument somewhere. I'd like to go raid a water monument at some point. I do need to get Aqua Infinity and stuff like that on my gear so that I can do what I need to do and not have to worry about it too much. I've also built up quite a few levels, which means that I can start actually putting some decent enchantments on my stuff. The only problem there again is lapis. I've got 137, but I don't really want to use all of it just yet. And then things like the cobble, I might grab a stack to throw in there, but I'm not going to put the whole thing in there. And we are just barely got anything in it, so I guess it would be safe to put some of that in there, but I'm just not ready to. Not until I have more storage, which means more mining, as always. But anyway, I do believe we're going to leave it here for today. And after this, I'm probably going to go back down into the mine and do some more mining, because that's what you do in Minecraft. And yeah, leave a like if you like, subscribe if you want, and what do you say, Tara? We'll see you next time, right? Thanks for watching.